Hello students, welcome to MBA 360. We've been covering a series of B schools for you which are funded by the Government of India or public sector units or regulators which are very good, have very high placement records and are very good for students. In that context, I'm going to talk about a particular MBA which is funded by all the insurance companies in the country. Before I move further, please, 3 hygiene checks I always tell you, subscribe to MBA 360 right now. 2, if you want me to cover any B school of your choice, write to us in this message box and we'll be happy to cover that. And 3, if you want to talk to any of our counselors, message us on this number and we'll be happy to, have a call with you and explain to you whatever you need. Now, B school that I'm about to talk about is a B school that's funded by all the insurance companies in the country. It's quasi-public in a certain sense. It was created as a specialized institution. It was created where you actually have a 100% placement record. And most of the public sector units and private sector units actually go there for placement. In fact, the placement has always been 100% since its inception. And most importantly, the cost of pursuing this MBA is extremely marginal or moderate. It's not the 20 lakh, 30 lakh that you are normally charged for B schools, right? So what I'm going to talk about is a B school which has been formed with funding by public sector units, having 100% placement track record and having been doing exceptionally well, having placed all its students in. And by the way, the internships that are offered by this B school are also very good. And we're talking about an ACT approved, recognition PGDM program, which is equivalent to an MBA. And as I told you, it is sector backed, highly credible institution. It is focused niche. It's insurance plus risk plus BFSI ecosystem, which is banking, finance and ecosystem, and it's industry integration, which is because of the integration that it also has strong placement records. And the PGDM program is, of course, as I told you, it's a dual specialization, management plus insurance. It's MBA equivalent with deep domain knowledge and direct industry readiness and certification advantage. And who should prefer it? That's very important for you. If you're a student who's targeting BFSI, insurance, finance or risk sectors, risk finance. Your students okay with specialization because a lot of people are looking for generic MBA. If you're looking for a specialized MBA, then this is one for you. Of course, as I told you, must be very strong in numbers and understand numbers and data and those kind of things. And your students looking for long-term career path and not immediate ROI. And the reason why I'm saying this is, some of the sector that I'm talking about has a very steady gradual growth, but has a very high growth with high stability also. Let me explain to you about this B school, right? We're talking of, as I told you, 100% placement record, right? We're talking of highest salary of about 20 lakh rupees. 1,300 plus alumni are out there in the ecosystem who are performing very well across 200, and about 200 of them are in global presence also, which means they're placed outside of India. They have modern classrooms, library, hostels, sports complex, cafeteria, etc. A mix of academic experts and industry professionals who teach you, which means that a very deep integration between industry and the academia is very strong out here. It's got an 8-week structured internship program which they provide by themselves, and a lot of these finance and BFSI and insurance companies come there for placement. And they have companies from insurance, technology, fintech sectors visiting campus for placements, internships, and also at times teaching also. So what is the institution that I'm talking of? The institution I'm talking about is it's National Insurance Academy. This was funded by LIC, GIC and all those public sector insurance companies those days. It was founded in 2002 or 2004 actually, and always has been at the cusp of trying to ensure that there is good workforce created for all the insurance companies that actually funded it. So LIC first funded it, then GIC came in, then those days a few of the insurance companies also joined in to fund and create this institution. This is based in Pune, beautiful campus, and the best of the students who are seeking specialized MBA in insurance, risk management, BFSI and all, join this place. But as I said, should be very good at data interpretation, analytics and those kind of things to join this place. A lot of people who want to become actuaries also join this place and then have a great career after that. And as I said, it's consulting by the way, it was created earlier to create training, research and consultancy in the insurance sector by the Ministry of Finance. So it was actually training people in the spaces of insurance, risk management and those kind of things. And later it started its PGDM program, which is what is being offered to US students. Now, the institution was founded in 1980. It's a standalone institution. Career 360 has rated it as 4As, which means it's right up there in that sense, right? The total students is 283 across the 2 batches, of which 68% are boys, 32% are girls. and about 65% students come from outside the state of Maharashtra. This is based in Pune, remember that. Now, Maharashtra being the commercial capital of India, it's most likely, it's very possible that most of the students would ultimately join a company which is based in Bombay itself, which is where 35% students are from Maharashtra itself and about 65% students are outside state, right? And 22 faculty for this 283, which means we're dealing with a 1:13 kind of a student faculty ratio. For every 13 students, there is one faculty member. Right, that's a campus that you're dealing with. Now, what are the placement stats if you look at that? In 23-24 batch for which we have data, this is based on NRF data, 2025, right? We had 136 students who were admitted 2 years back, of which, and all 136 were graduated and all 136 were placed at 100% placement rate, 11.7 lakh rupees. Now, that's very, very good. If you look at baby IIMs also, they don't give this kind of a return as compared to what you're dealing with here. Quite a few of the baby IIMs don't get there in terms of 100% placement. Many would give you a median salary higher, but the placement percentage would be lesser and so on and so forth. These people actually guarantee both. In fact, in the previous year, 98 students graduated, 98 were placed, 13 lakh rupees being the median salary, 100% placement. So it's been pretty consistent about the way they went about placing the students and finding placement for the students. This is a COVID year, so ignore this for a moment. But moving forward, post the COVID year, they've actually seen a fantastic growth in the kind of quality of employers coming in, the placement that is happening, and the median salary that was being offered. Now, when we look at the institution data for 23-25, as per the institution, placement is 100%, highest is 20 lakh rupees, average is 12.74 lakh rupees. Earlier we talked of 11.5 lakh being the median salary, but the average salary is 12.74 lakh. Median for the current year is 12.5 lakh, so it is pretty close by. So what is 11.5 lakh in the NRF data? After 1 year has moved to 12.5 lakh as per the institution's thing. The top 10% students got 18 lakh rupees salary, the top 50% got 14.9 lakh salary, and the top 75% got 13.7 lakh salary. Now, if you calculate backwards, the bottom 25 would have been much lesser because we're dealing with 12.5 lakh, 12.74 lakh as the median salary. But that's the kind of number that you're dealing with. It means that you have very good chance of getting about 14 lakh rupees kind of a salary when you join this particular institution. Now, what are the companies that come in? For any specialized institution, specialized MBA, the key factor is how many specialized institutions come there for placement. Not the generic MBA people, but the specialized. Otherwise, you're joining call centers, remember that. So when you look at that, you actually have ICICI Lombard Insurance Company, HDFC Ergo, Tata AIG Life, SBI Life, HDFC Life, Kotak Life Insurance, Bajaj Alliance General Insurance, Tata AIG, ICICI Prudential, Aditya Birla Group, Reliance Industries Limited, Swiss Re, Marsh McLennan, WTW, Aon, Gallagher, Capgemini, Infosys, Cognizant, Accenture, SBI General Insurance, IFCO Tokyo General Insurance, Future Generali. And so you actually see a lot of insurance companies, general insurance, life insurance, health insurance. You see everything out here. Qatar Insurance Company, Alliance Insurance Company, Mahindra Insurance Brokers, United Insurance Brokers, Marsh. So you actually have all kinds of companies largely dealing with insurance coming in to get students placed from here. Right. Now, what are the basic details of the PG diploma that they offer? The tuition fee is 12 lakh rupees. Right. Hostel boarding is 2 lakh rupees, 1 year only for first year. Right. So the fee is very moderate here. 12 lakh rupees is the salary fees that you're talking about, which is very moderate, and you actually almost get, all the, by the way, this is for 2 year thing. So within 1 year, actually you take the hostel fee and everything, you're actually recovering most of it, because as I told you, top 75% students are likely to get about 14 lakh rupees kind of a salary. Average is 12.5 lakh rupees for them. And your fee is 12 lakh rupees, including hostel and all, it will touch about 16 lakh rupees, all put together, right? And that's a very good number, because within 1 year to 1 year, 3 months kind of a thing, you are actually recovering most of your fee. So the ROI is very, very good. What is the acceptance scores? Minimum 50% in graduation, and CAT 2025, XAT 26 or CMAT 26 is what you're looking for the thing. By the way, the last closing date is 31st March, so hurry up right now, because the closing date is coming soon. Upper age limit is 28 years, and for SC/ST and all, it's 30 years. And last date for application is March 31st, 2026. So remember, you must apply once you see this video. Right. Now, what is the selection procedure? 50% weightage is for CAT, XAT and MAT. Group discussion is 10%. Written ability test is 5%. Personal interview is 20%. Work experience is 10%. Academic performance is 5%. All to put 100%. So that's what you have. You actually have a decent amount of thing based on this and this is certain, which is 65%. and then you're dealing with group discussion, written ability and personal interview becoming 35%. Within this also now, on the personal interview, your scores of other things will also take over, so you'll be pretty well off. But you can calculate at the 65% what you're getting at this level, right? Now, what's the seat matrix? Open category is 91, which is right. OBC is 49 students, SC is 27 students, ST is 13 students, in all 180 students. What's the thing? And EWC is supernumerary, which is 18 students. So in all 198 students is what they're taking, right? Now, what is the expected cutoff that we're dealing with? For general EWC, it's about 95% CMAT or 80% of XAT or 75% of percentile, by the way, remember that, of CAT. And for others, it's 70 percentile for CAT, 75 percentile for XAT and 90 percentile for CMAT. So 5% lesser is what for the reserved category. What's the weightage for merit list, right? This is based on last year. 2% for 10th class, 4% for 12th and 4% for graduation. So this 10% is certain for you. You know at least how much you calculate. Then CAT 50%. So this also is certain because you would have got some score in your hand. GDPI and personal interview is 35% and work experience is 5%. So again, what I told you, 65% is more or less certain. You can actually calculate how much you are likely to get to understand where you stand as a chance in this. This is a notable alumni that you have of where they're working. So for example, Udit Mahajan, who graduated in 2014-16 batch, he's in Tata AG General Insurance as national head. And Abhijit Matre is in General Manager, Head Corporate Insurance and Reliance Infra. So you actually can see that. I don't want to read out the names because it's, but these are the, alumni who studied at NIA and then moved on from there to very senior positions across the board, right? So this is about NIA. We'll be covering a few more institutions that are promoted by the Government of India or by the regulators or public sector units, which have a moderate fee structure but have been created to build the workforce for that particular specialized or niche that is out there, and where the fee is moderate and hopefully or possibly the ROI would be, the fee that you pay and all the costs that you incur for MBA is recorded between 12 to 15 months. That's the whole purpose that we are working on, which is where we are looking at moderately priced institutions with high placement possibilities in terms of median salary and the placement guarantee in terms of 75% to 100%. We'll cover a few more. If you want me to cover anything else, please write to me in the message box here. I'll be happy to cover that. And please subscribe to MBA 360. Thank you so much. Namaste.